And the other important thing we find from this conversation with Archer is he tells Shara about the capital. He tells her how the king actually is the one that bombs the capital. And he gives us a really big, powerful quote from this book, which is, if you want to make your enemies weak, you want to weaken your enemies, you need to distract them with their own desperate need for survival. If they're struggling to put food on the table, they won't notice that there's a monster lurking in the shadows, waiting to devour them. And again, not that we're trying to get political necessarily, but it very much matches with what's going on in the world today. Distraction, the pretty little thing going on over here. So make everybody focused about what's going on in this part of the world when you're really doing something evil over here, and make everybody fight. You know what? I really actually think a lot of today's society is to blame on politics, of course, but it's because we are focusing so much on what is just being fed to us and not what's going on behind the scenes. And, you know, maybe I shouldn't get political into this right now.
It's really hard not to, though, right now. I mean, honestly, like it's really hard not to when I read this and I was like, okay, tariffs was my first thought, right? Which are going to make everything more expensive for literally, I mean, we're in the United States, but everyone. It's impacting every single country and in very different ways. So even things that, while we might feel the US is doing, there's global impacts. And all I thought was it's going to cause people to struggle to put food on their table, people who were already struggling with that to begin with because of inflation. And what is it trying to distract us from? Like what is the underlying thing that's happening? Because the reality is that's what happens in war. Um, whether that's actual war like we think of or like political war where they're trying to change a lot of society. And so this book really hit home a lot for kind of where the world is today.